Cheers, everyone. Welcome to Old Man Listens to Radiohead. Thanks for being around. Happy to have you here. Yeah, this one's been a long time coming. I have done the previous 8 Radiohead albums, and here we are finally to the final one, A Moon-Shaped Pool. I'm happy to be here with all of you. It's certainly been a crazy ride since I started this whole Radiohead thing. Maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And it happened completely by accident. Okay. You should know, by the way, that this video, might as well watch it live, because it will very likely get taken down soon after we finish broadcasting live. Okay, so you'll likely need to watch this live. Expect it to go down very soon after. What it is that I will do is I will set it up so that I can re-upload the video a little later on without the songs. So what I'll do is, fully expecting this to be taken down by the copyright police, what it is that I will do is I will then download the video and simply mute out the music parts so that people who watch it not live, people who watch the replay, at the very least can queue up Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool on Spotify or whatever the case is, and just basically play along and get real-time or as close to real-time reactions as possible, okay? So if you're watching this live, then we're all good. If you're going to be watching this on replay, now's the time to look for A Moon-Shaped Pool on your favorite streaming so that we can listen to it together, because the music parts will be muted. I'll try to cue and let you know around when we get started. All right. So, how many of you are watching this for the first time? How many of you have seen the other videos? I'm curious, just to kind of get a feel for who's hanging out here, you know, and try to get a feel for all of you, I guess. See, this entire thread started completely by accident. Okay, I'll tell you how I mean. The way this entire thing started is that, well, I work in music, right? So what happens is that I receive a lot of promo. And I had received a bunch of Radiohead promo. And didn't know Radiohead. Yes, this is the part that everybody saw. The cynics don't believe that I've actually never heard Radiohead. Hate to break your bubble of cynicism. It's true. Another thing that I come across all the time is, wait a second. How is it possible that this guy has never listened to Radiohead? I like music. I like music. So when the first album came out, The Bends, when did that come out? 1997? Is that about right? 1998? Or actually, no, really, that's not, no, 1994 or something like that. I think the, I mean, it's fair to say that the high watermark was kind of like OK Computer, right? That's where it is that everybody else kind of jumped on. So if OK Computer came out in 97, that would have made me 27 years old when it came out. Okay? So yes, it was completely part of the landscape. It was completely part of the entire... It was completely part of the entire popular music scene. But the thing is that that's exactly why I didn't watch it. Or that's why I didn't pay attention. Because by 27 years old, I didn't care about popular music. And I kind of never did. I grew up on radio, I grew up on MTV, I grew up on all of that stuff. But I mean, you reach a point where if you love music, you go beyond what's just fed to you. So I started relying far less on what was popular and what Rolling Stone told me was good and what Billboard magazine told me was in the top 200. It didn't matter. I was busy listening to music from Japan and like discovering for the very first time how fucking insane the music from this country came from. I was headlong into jazz. Hip hop led me to jazz. It led me to funk and soul and soundtracks, old 70s blaxploitation soundtracks. So that's why I wasn't listening to Radiohead. I mean, frankly, all right, well, everyone's listening to Radiohead. Cool. But I'm fascinated with this and I'm listening to it constantly. So I find it a little bit difficult, disconcerting even, that people have trouble believing that you might not be into popular culture, what is considered popular culture. And it kind of goes in, it ties into this entire idea of, well, do you choose your art or does your art choose you? You know? What is it, Pitchfork that made you pick up the record? Rolling Stone? And you talk to some people and you can see this is how it is they formulated their opinion. Right? And that's just not me. I think that a person who's a love of music is a love of music. It's not a love of what's popular. These are two completely different things. So I guess that's the context that I would like to kind of like present as to why I absolutely did not know Radiohead. Because why? Because it's popular? Okay. So what? Maybe you're a sheep. You know? So it's never really been my thing. Popular never mattered. Fast forward many years later, and I work in music. And I receive a bunch of promo. Radiohead promo. I never bought it on CD, never. Okay? I receive a bunch of Radiohead promo. And it's like, whatever. It's there, but by this point, Radiohead's become this big thing. This fucking monster. And why should I be listening to this? Because it's popular? Frankly, I wasn't curious. Eventually, I kind of looked and I had 5 records. Okay, I had 5 records. And I realized, it's like, well, wait a second. For me to really understand this, maybe I should really listen to these records, but I'll listen to them chronologically. But I can't really do that because I'm missing OK Computer and I'm missing In Rainbows at the time. I'm talking about, going back. I was missing OK Computer and In Rainbows. So by the time I'd committed to finally finding out what the hype was concerning Radiohead, I was missing these 2 records, and it's like, no, I want to do this chronologically, so I'm just going to not listen until I get these records. And, dude, anyone that plays a stadium is not counterculture. That's mainstream. Hate to tell it to you. Everyone wears a uniform. Promise. So, by this point, I was missing these 2 records, and my Radiohead promos were just kind of sitting there. 5. And I had expressed to a few people, look, I mean, I have these records, but I got no inclination to listen to them. And even if I would listen to them only in chronological order. And it seems, I completely understand. I understood even then, before hearing a single note, I understood the huge impact of OK Computer. I understood how big it was. I understood everything there. I understood that it was basically that generation's Pink Floyd kind of thing. And so I knew, it's like, if I'm going to partake in listening to this in any type of order, I can't miss this record. So we kind of talked about it, and a friend of mine said, dude, you're really missing these records? You have to listen to them. I insist. So he sent me the 2 records I was missing, namely OK Computer and In Rainbows. And I told him, you know what, Brooke? I think I'll do you one better. If you're going to send the records, I'll do you one better, and I'm going to listen to them live on air in chronological order, just because I want to see what the big deal is. And it just started like that. It's just basically, hey, man, you sent me 2 records, so what it is that I'm going to do is I'll do you even better, and I will make sure that I listen to it properly, okay? Because I wanted to give back to this friend of mine. And we started with Pablo. Pablo? Pablocito? Come to Florida. We miss you. We miss you, Pablo. And we just went on. And then this thing happened. I mean, most of them got taken down. All the videos got taken down, but OK Computer stayed up. I have still no idea why. And the whole thing blew up, and here we are. So we're going to listen to the final record, Moon-Shaped Pool. At this point, I'm very curious, and I certainly have ideas of it. Should tell you that those of you who are just like, hey, you don't want to hear the talking kind of thing, please understand. You're watching a reaction video. If you want to listen to the music, I welcome you to turn off the channel and go listen to Spotify. Spotify, you can play the songs as often as you want. You can stop them where you want. But this is what we do. So I finally got around to buying this record, and I'm looking forward to it at this point. Number one, it should be said that it's been a most pleasurable experience for the most part. I have met so many people and become friends, forged friendships, thanks to that Radiohead video, OK Computer, that basically now went over 200,000 viewers. K-Dog, you're not understanding pop culture at all. Just because there were so many people at Woodstock, it doesn't mean that they planned it that way. Woodstock became overpopulated precisely because they never thought it would be. That's something that just happened. That was a movement. That is not popular culture. You got to understand what pop culture means. Okay? There's a certain manufacturing that goes in. There's a certain marketing that goes in. And I hate to tell you, Radiohead fits in that machine. They don't like to fit in that machine, but they do, despite themselves. Does that take away from the art? Of course it doesn't take away from the art. Just because something is popular, it doesn't mean it's not good. At all. At all. But, hate to tell you, it's pop culture. Radiohead is pop culture. Hate to break it from you, Portland. That's what it is. Okay. So, I received this record, and by this point, I'm really curious. There's a whole bunch of things that make me curious. I mean, to recap, didn't like Pablo Honey at all. Sounded like bongo to me. No thanks. The Bends, that's where it is that I hear that people started getting on. Didn't like it. OK Computer, I loved. Kid A, I liked more than OK Computer, and it remains my favorite Radiohead record. I think the Kid A is a fantastic record. I really dig it. Up to now, without having listened to this, it's my favorite one. In Rainbows, I realize, if I'm getting Radiohead fans right, a lot of people think In Rainbows is their best record. A lot of people enjoy In Rainbows the most. For me, it kind of left me, meh, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. But it didn't do anything. It didn't leave a lasting impact, is what I'm saying, right? What came after Kid A? What came after In Rainbows? What the hell came after In Rainbows? Whatever the next one was. King of Limbs. Okay, so King of Limbs is the one that I did maybe a month and a half ago. And again, this is one of the records that a lot of people really dig. I thought the first side was rather bland, rather cut and paste, and pretty boring. The first 3 songs out of 4 on the second side were freaking brilliant. Hail to the Thief. Yeah, I guess I didn't think much of that one either. Okay? Amnesiac, then whatever. Yeah, I mean, I forgot them, so I guess that should tell you. Okay? I guess that should tell you. And I liked which one? I liked Hail to the Thief or Amnesia. I remember not freaking out over Amnesiac. I remember kind of liking Hail to the Thief. In Rainbows wasn't so much my thing. Kid A was really my thing. And any time that I saw kind of like cinematic flourishes, it made me more interested. I developed a certain appreciation for Johnny Greenwood. But this one here, there's one thing that's really making me extremely curious. And again, it's one of the things where I've seen some people say it's meh, and I see some people say that it's really great. The thing that catches my attention most, and I haven't heard it, okay? But the thing that catches my attention most at this point that I'm most curious about is, I've been told many times that there's a lot of strings. Okay, well, that's my sweet spot when it comes to music. I have very big love for a well-executed string section. Like, I absolutely love strings. I absolutely love soundtracks. I own over 500 soundtracks, and I don't expect I'll ever stop collecting them either. So, there's a certain hype that's there that I want to hear. That said, I take what Radiohead, with respect, I take what Radiohead fans tell me about Radiohead with a grain of salt. Because y'all are crazy. Okay? And fanboys are probably not, I don't know. I kind of don't listen to fanboys too much. Because fanboys is just this whole cult that happens where it's like, yeah, I don't listen to it. You know, those people that think that everything that everybody does is good. Jimi Hendrix can fart into a microphone and it would sell 1 million copies because it's Jimi Hendrix, so his farts are better than everybody else's. I'm not that guy. With respect to Jimi Hendrix, who I love. Okay? So, I don't listen to fanboys very much. But when you tell me that there's strings involved, that I listen to. That I definitely listen to. It's like, oh, okay. You're going to go there. Let's see what you do with it. Okay? The electronics up to now that I've seen with Radiohead, I got to tell you, for the most part, I mean, like I said, I liked the first 3 songs on side 2 of, what the hell did I do last album? King of Limbs? I loved those. But, I mean, for the most part, I have a pretty good collection of electronic music, and I wasn't hearing anything all that fucking revolutionary. Maybe it is to somebody who doesn't know the stuff, but it's just, yeah, electronic music's existed since like the 50s. So anyway, why don't we go through this? I hope that you guys are enjoying it here. I'm really quite honored to be spending this time with you. I've really very much enjoyed this entire process, despite the fact that maybe 10% of Radiohead fans are complete twats. And I think that could be said about any band who has this crazy fandom. So one thing that this entire experience has taught me, for example, is I am never going to fucking do what an old man listens to Tool. I am never gonna listen to old man listens to Tool. I love Tool. I don't want to fucking deal with Tool fans. Old man listens to Mr. Bungle. Fuck no. I ain't touching that shit. What other crazy band is there out there? What other crazy band that has those fucking fanboys? It's like, nah. Old man listens to 9 Inch Nails. I fucking love 9 Inch Nails. Love them. I am never going to do an old man listens to 9 Inch Nails video. Because I don't want to be around those fucking people. They make me fucking insane. They make me insane. All right. Yeah, I mean, I love Trent Reznor. I do. But you're never... when 9 Inch Nails puts out a new record, I promise, don't look for old man listens to 9 Inch Nails. It's not happening. I don't want those fucking people in the room. I don't want to hang out with people like that. You know? Growing up, I was around the people who had really strong ideas. Oh, well, prog music is the best because the best talented music. It's like, oh, fuck off. The best music is what I like. That's it. And you know what the best music is for you? What you like. There's no accounting for taste. Period. 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 There is no accounting for taste. Your opinion doesn't mean shit. Neither does mine. All right. So, side one. I am told that this first song, I've heard now a whole lot of things about the first song, Burn the Witch. And, all right. I'm curious. Okay. There's a friend that I've met through here who's on Zoom with us. By the way, all patrons, Zoom chat is open for you if you want to join us on Zoom. Okay? It's only open to patrons. If you want to become a patron, $2 or $5 a month, you go to patreon.com/vinyljunkies and you become a patron. But somebody that I've met through these things, Michael, got an opinion that I pretty much trust when it comes to this stuff, and he's told me that I should be paying attention to Burn the Witch. So I'm gonna drop the needle on Burn the Witch now. Those of you who are watching this on replay, now's the time to queue. And those of you who are watching it live, I guess we're gonna listen to it together, right? First needle drop ever. I'm gonna go get myself a beer and I'm gonna smoke a joint. Is that good with you? Maybe an edible. Let's have some fun. All right, here goes. talking. Beauty. Yeah. That end right there, the strings right at the end, Penderecki. Yeah, Krzysztof Penderecki. That I liked. That discordance, I like. One thing that I've also noticed here is that we're seeing genres being mixed. Okay, so they got the electronic element that's working with this cinematic violin and string section. Even the bass is very derived from the strings, and it just works. It just fucking works. So yeah, as soon as you start hearing those discordant chords, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Bernard Herrmann, you know, dude who wrote Psycho, the soundtrack to Psycho, Taxi Driver, and a whole bunch of others. Reminds me of Penderecki. So yeah, I dig this. That was pretty great. I'm kind of wondering at this point. I mean, listen, it's just one song, right? Why? What do fans not like about this record? What do Radiohead fans not like about this record? Every time I say Radiohead, I think Motorhead, simply because, well, I'm a Motorhead fan, and I've grown up listening to Motorhead. Fans like it generally, eh? All right, listen. I dug that a whole lot. Daydreaming is next, so those of you who are watching on replay, now's the time to queue up Daydreaming. That is song 2 on side A. And I'm looking forward to it. Let's check it out. What do you guys say? Supposedly, right now, what I'm reading is that a lot of you are saying that it's a pretty depressing song. All right, let's do it. Nice.
Beyond the point of no return, of no return. When it's too late, the damage is done. The damage is done.
That's nice. Wow. Um. It felt like a conjuring. That was a perfect little piece of art. It felt like a conjuring. That last part, it's almost like they're giving this departed person a voice. Yeah, that that was that was pretty great. I mean, wow. Okay. It's so funny, because I hear about, I heard a whole lot about Burn the Witch, and I liked it. I mean, look, I like both quite a bit, but I was expecting, not, after listening to only 2 songs, I was expecting not to be affected by Daydreaming the way I was affected by it. And I'm pretty certain that the reason it is that you've given me that as the context, right? You've given me the context of, this being written for someone who passed and so forth. So maybe I was looking for it. That's not necessarily a bad thing because I found it. But yeah, this is... Side 1's amazing. Side 1's amazing. At this point... Okay, no, it's too early to talk. Let's just... No comparing and contrasting yet. I don't want to do that. I want to listen to the album and see what I get of it. We're on to side 2. Those of you who like this, hey, give the video a like. What do you think? Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Those who think that you'd dig this kind of programming or you've watched the regular shows, because we do regular evening shows, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the VJ Pirate Radio broadcasts, the Virus broadcasts. I've broadcast now for 167 straight days. Haven't taken a single day off. So, you're all welcome to join us there. You're welcome to become patrons. Go become a patron for $2 or $5 a month at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. 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 So, I've been told more than once that 3 and 4 melt into each other. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let the thing play. I'm glad that I know this ahead of time. Okay. And I would say that I'm sufficiently prepared. I mean, I got my drink with me. I just took an edible. So I got a nice... I think I'm in the right headspace for this. And I feel really good about being with 560 other Radiohead fans. I feel real good about that. So, let me get my lighter. And I'm going to drop the needle on side 2. What we're listening to is, if I'm right here, just please correct me if I'm not. Greetings to all of you. Okay. We're going to be listening to Dex Dark. That goes into Desert Island Disc. That goes into Full Stop. Do I have this right? What goes into what? Because I see 3 here. So Dex Dark, then I see Desert Island Disc, and then Full Stop. Does all of it go together? Like all 3 of those bits should go together? Okay, Desert Island Disc. Full Stop is... That's another thing, right? Okay. So let's get this started, man. Needle Drop Side 2. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, one of you said Krautrock, eh? Okay. Mother's Milk saying Krautrock. All right. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. Give the video a like. What do you say? Let's give this a listen. Wrong side? Wrong side. Oh well. Now you guys know what a dumbass I am. I promise these types of mistakes happen all the fucking time on the regular show. So much so that those of you who watch the regular show and are patrons, those people have created a drinking game. Every time I make a mistake, you gotta take a drink. Most of them are completely hammered by the end of the night. I'm a fucking disaster. But I have fun, right? The Vinyl Junkies drinking game. It's too early in the afternoon to be playing it. You don't want to do it. All right, folks. We're going to try that one more time. Take it away, Bob. Cheers, everyone.
And in your life, there comes the darkness. There's a spacecraft blocking out the sky, and there's no way. To the back and you call your lead, but it's the loudest sound you've ever heard. And are we trapped, ragdoll class people? We are helpless to resist. down from 1,000 years of sleep. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Standing on the edge of you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Different types of love. Different types of love. Different types of love are possible. Are possible. Are possible. Are possible.
Yeah, this is an insane record up to now. There was one segment which I think was probably my favorite Tom York vocal that I've heard up to date that comes to mind. It just sounded different from what I'm used to. The phrasing seemed a bit different than what I heard, than what I was expecting, and I dug it. I can hear this directly. By the way, I can hear it on stereo, okay? So those who, are listening on mono or whatever, that's a software issue, man. That's not us. We always try. I'm still trying to fix that problem, but I can hear it in stereo, okay? And again, directly into my Sennheiser HD 650s, which sound amazing, and everything blends seamlessly. Like, everything blends seamlessly. It's really quite well done up to now. So, I'm enjoying the hell out of this ride. We got 637 viewers. That's the most consecutive viewers we've ever had. Radiohead, man. What amazes me about Radiohead fans is your dedication is insane. I find it amazing. I actually love reading it, kind of thing. But I find it amazing how you guys, like, I saw some of you guys, oh yeah, they performed this live on this date and this year. It's like, whoa. That's some fucking Asperger's fucking Rain Man shit you got going there. And I can respect that because I'm kind of Asperger's Rain Man too. I get it. I totally get it. The amount of detail that you guys know is insane. You have to fucking be completely fucking voracious to follow to that point. So I dig that. Bravo. I really do dig that, and I get it. I promise that I get it. You're talking to somebody who's read fucking 6 Frank Sinatra biographies, even more Frank Zappa biographies, and even more Miles Davis biographies than that kind of thing. So I absolutely get this sort of fandom. But you got to listen beyond Radiohead, though. There's an entire buffet, man. Art is this enormous buffet. Sample it all. You'll always have your favorites, but you don't want to eat your favorites every day because before you know it, you'll get fed up with your favorites. But, like, kudos. I really like seeing that. I mean, the amount of knowledge that you guys have basically makes it so that you got to be reading about the band forever. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have fucking Google alerts or something and you get emails every time Radiohead gets sent. So I kind of get that. I kind of feel that way about all music, though. So that's why it's kind of like when it comes to my show, and we've met a lot of Radiohead fans, because, you know, on our regular show, which happens at night, in about 5 hours, we're going to be doing another one. I always say, don't come as a Radiohead fan. Come as a fan of music. Come as a fan of art. And, yeah, it's been great. I absolutely understand any love for the record. It's really doing it for me. To this point, I am going to listen to this last song with heightened curiosity, because the word krautrock has now come up on a bunch of occasions. And my idea is, maybe shouldn't have said krautrock, because I fucking love krautrock. There's no other way to put it. I fucking adore krautrock. So now I have an expectation. The only way to go is down, kind of thing. Almost. So I'm curious to see what makes you guys say that. And I mean, listen, it's not because I'm a snob about krautrock and only the old stuff, because it's like, there's a band called Beak that's doing very krautrockish material right now, and Beak is fucking awesome. Okay? The song that we're doing right now, for those of you who are watching live, is Full Stop. For those of you who are watching on replay, when this becomes a replay, queue up Full Stop right now. It's the last song on side 2. If you haven't already and you're enjoying yourself, consider giving the video a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. And let's do this. So, press play, Full Stop. Krautrock Expectations. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, that's amazing. I certainly hear why people have said krautrock. The krautrock influences are pretty obvious. Somebody mentioned Can's Ege Bemasi, or Bamyasi, I should say. Yeah. Tagomago, though, dude. Can, Tagomago, Mushroom Head. Oh, yes. I completely get that. I got flashes of Klaus Schultz. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I realized there was one thing that was going through my head that's happened on a few occasions. I couldn't specify exactly when because I'm not familiar enough with Radiohead to be able to specify. But on a few occasions, and it was certainly the case with this song, where if I had a choice and I was behind a board, I would be able to isolate the vocals and I'd remove the vocals. I often, when it comes to stuff that I like, I don't want to hear words. Words provide a frame that that I'd rather not have. And when I really enjoy a good piece of instrumental music type of thing, it allows me to build the frame for myself, and it allows me to go in a bunch of directions. And words kind of like guide more. And at the end of the song, I liked it a lot more because Tom York was using his voice more as an instrument. So it's, and he was kind of adding to the whole thing. That I dug a lot. As a matter of fact, if anything, it's just, if we would have went with that and he would have gone with an ethereal sound, minus the lyrics, I think I would have liked it better. So I've gotten that feeling from listening to Radiohead on a few occasions. Probably most starkly on that, because you guys, as many times as you've said, krautrock. Barak brings up a point. Demo Suzuki is perfect for Can, but a lot of krautrock is instrumental, and when there's vocals, you talk about somebody like Demo Suzuki. Demo Suzuki uses his voice as an instrument, and he's also a fucking genius. I love Demo Suzuki, and I love Can. So I would tell you that, the transitions on this record are amazing. They're perfect. I have enjoyed every single instance of this up to now. Okay? And I'm not one to nitpick or nothing. This is amazing. This is a very, very... This is my kind of record. I like the strings, and it's like I said, where it is that I said for the last one, I forgot what the last record was, where it's like I felt like, you can kind of see the pieces and stuff. In this case, it doesn't feel like that. There's a fluency to the entire thing that I like very much. Like I said, the only comment that I would make at this point, and I felt that in two instances, but most especially on Full Stop, the song that we just heard, is sometimes I wish that the vocals were not there. I'd rather not have the framework of lyrics. Okay? But I dig it, Does that mean I don't like Tom York? No, that's not what I mean. You can put it together however you wish. Are you enjoying the show? We having a good time? Not such a terrible way to spend Wednesday, right? Where are you guys listening from? I invite you to like the channel, subscribe to the channel if you dig it, tell me where you're from. I want to know. We've got fans from everywhere. Australia, Africa, South America, all over Europe. Every fucking where. And I'm proud of it too. Very proud of it. I love you guys, man. This has been an enormous experience, and I'm pretty sure that I'm never going to forget it. So, I am so thrilled to be here with you, and I'm telling you that I'm thoroughly enjoying myself right now, thoroughly. Maybe it's because it's the last record. of the whole Radiohead thing. Mind you, I got the Tom York records too, right? And I have the Johnny Greenwoods, but the Johnny Greenwoods I wouldn't do. But the Tom York, I haven't heard any of the Tom York records, and I got 2 of those. I got Suspiria and I got Anima, I think it's called. I don't remember. What's the one with the funny lines? I got the one from the funny line with the funny lines, and I got Suspiria, and I don't know either of those. I have never listened to either of those. We crossed 666 viewers. Will we cross 700? Yeah, Eraser's the one I'm talking about. That's exactly right, Eraser. I don't have Anima. Okay? When I say I bought the record, by the way, I should say that the response for Radiohead is just one of you sent me a message and said, hey, I'd like to get the record for you, and actually got it. And so when I say I bought the record, that's how I mean it. I didn't just get it for free. I still had to pay for it. But you guys actually made it possible to have a moon-shaped pool and the one that we did the last time. What the hell's that record called again? King of Limbs? I had those because of you guys. And I have the Eraser. That I had already as a promo. But the same deal with Suspiria. One of you made it possible to get Suspiria. So I thank you very much for that. If I'm missing any other Tom York, I don't know. I have 2 of them. Yeah, this has been a thoroughly enjoyable experience. I'm glad that you guys are here with me. I'm glad that we're enjoying this. I'm inclined to keep drinking my beer and keep smoking my smoke. And I'm trying as much as possible to soak in the experience. I'm trying to live as much as possible in the here and now as I listen to this, because it feels good. And I'm so very happy to have the opportunity to be doing this. So I'm glad that you guys enjoy the show as much as you do. If you wish, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you've already listened to what we do already, I would invite you to become patrons. Go to patreon.com/vinyljunkies and become a patron. $2 or $5 a month. You don't need to spend more than that. All right. We're going to go to side C. This was side D. I got to go to side C. Jace Jones says this is her favorite live show. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate you. All right. What are we listening to now? Side C. Is there anything I should be expecting going forward? Glass Eyes. Anything I should know about the song Glass Eyes? That's the next one. I'm kind of reading through the comments, and it's an intimate song. Beautiful. Okay. So another song where you're telling me that there's strings, it's mellow, kind of sad and mournful. Okay. Well, that's okay. I asked. All right. So, why don't we drop the needle? Share this. Let's see if we can get to 600. If we can get to 700 viewers.
Hey, it's me. I just got off the train. A frightening place. My face is out concrete gray, and I'm wondering, should I turn around? Buy another ticket. Panic is coming on strong, so call me inside out. No grid drama, message coming in. You're so small. Glassy-eyed light of day, glassy-eyed light of day. The path trails off and heads down the mountain through the dry bush. I don't know where it leads. I don't really care. The path trails off and heads down the mountain through the dry bush. I don't know where it leads. I don't really care. I feel this love to go. I feel this love to
Yeah, that was lovely. I liked how the piano segments came in waves. That was amazing. That was nice. That's an extra texture that I dig. The production's fucking fabulous on this. The record's just really well produced. I mean, I'm a fan of strings, just in general. I'm crazy into strings. So whenever it is that I'm able to hear a string section being used properly, or anybody just using any type of string properly, I like it. I got the same feeling off of this also. I mean, the lyrics, songs like this are so beautiful, I don't want lyrics. So, is it weird? But yeah, that's my thing. It's like, I really enjoy listening to the actual music, and I enjoy putting my own words together. Mike D says, I'd like Sigur Rós. Sure, I like Sigur Rós quite a bit, and it kind of, at that point, reminded me a bit of Sigur Rós, or more specifically, it reminded me of an Icelandic film composer named Hilmar Orn Hilmarsson, who actually recorded one of his soundtrack albums, Angels of the Universe, with Sigur Rós. So I didn't think I totally got that feeling. I'm very familiar with Godspeed You Black Emperor. I live in Montreal, man. It all happened here. I was there from the beginning when it comes to that. So yeah. That's what I was listening to when you guys were listening to Radiohead. Godspeed. That's exactly it, you know? I dug that a lot. That was great. The best part of that, to me, was the way that they took just a segment of strings, and kind of broke the continuity. Rather than just kind of like continue the whole thing, it's almost like they just washed it over in waves. So you felt like you were being hit by this wave of beauty. That I found that to be very effective. Yes, I listened to Philip Glass. That's my shit, man. That's the stuff I love. All right. What else are we going to do? What song? Identicate? Is that the name of the song? Identicate is what we're listening to. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Swans. And I have Johnny Greenwood records too. All right. So, Identicate. Why don't we see what this is about? Enjoying this so far. I am very much enjoying being here with you. All of the bands that you guys are name dropping right now, or I'm very much into all of these bands that you're talking about. So why don't we continue? We're going to play Identicate. Hey, why don't you give this video a like, a thumbs up? Why don't you subscribe to the channel? You can make that shit happen too. All right. So, Identicate. Let's give this a listen. Yeah, that was great. You know what that reminded me of? Anybody else get trip hop, Massive Attack vibes? Maybe it's the way that he was playing the snare edge type of thing. It reminded me of Teardrop. Totally reminded me of Teardrop. I absolutely dig this. Yeah, listen, I'm really very much enjoying this record. So I get it. What you guys got to do now is listen to another song again. We're going to play Full Stop again. The reason for that is that I got to go rock a piss. And a full bladder is not a comfortable way to do things, right? When you got to go do the pee-pee, you go do the pee-pee. So what I'm going to do is you get an extra song. Let's celebrate that kraut rock feel. We're going to listen to Full Stop again. So those of you who are listening in replay, once this is not live anymore, go queue up Full Stop because I got to go rock a piss. All right? Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, give the damn video a like, and hey, those of you who have seen a few of these and think that this is the kind of programming that you dig, how about pulling $2 or $5 out of your pockets and becoming a patron? Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. I certainly work hard enough for it, don't I? All right, folks. I'll be right back in a couple squirts. I dug that shit, is what I'm saying. You guys ain't ever seen me do Moran Concrete. You new people, you don't fucking know what we do in this show. You have no idea. Creative shit goes on here. What I'm telling you is, if you're new, you should listen to the show at night. It's going to happen in, what? At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 4.5 hours. Yeah, that was me. Ta gueule, esti. Qui es-tu, toi? These people from all over the world. I am having the time of my fucking life. I absolutely want to be here with you, and I gotta tell you, I wasn't sure. A lot of you guys realize what took him so long to do Moon-Shaped Pool. Can I tell you what took me so long? I fucking can't stand a lot of Radiohead fans. 1 out of 10. And they make me crazy. So, Canadian Taco, c'est un blague. Je sais que c'est un blague. Fais-toi-en pas. On est correct. 1 out of 10 Radiohead fans is a fucking cunt. Jesus Christ, what the hell is that? So, but most of you are completely amazing. That's the deal. You really are completely amazing. That's right, I don't listen to real music. You're right. That's what I mean. It's just, I love music. I love all music, and that's why it is that I'm approaching this as something that I'm listening to for the first time. You're right, Wordless. There aren't any cunts in the chat. The chat's been fucking amazing. The chat is absolutely amazing, and it's been really damn good. You know? And that's also because I block them out. And you know what? Nathan Greenery says the right thing. 1 out of 10 human beings is a cunt anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a fan of music, and that's why I listen to something that I don't hear for the first time. That's what brings me to it. If I already had ideas of what's good and what's not, I wouldn't ever go listen to other music. I wouldn't never go in with the spirit of openness. And it's just, there's a lot of inbreeding with Radiohead fans. And you see it with Tool fans. You see it with 9 Inch Nails fans. Oh! Oh! You remember when fucking Tom York, you remember that show that he did in 1963? He shed a tear? He shed a tear? During that ass harp solo? You know the ones I'm talking about. You know the ones I'm talking about. What else do you like on the buffet? I understand you like hot dogs. I love you. You love hot dogs. I like hot dogs. I do. I will not fucking dedicate my entire life to hot dogs. I'm gonna eat other shit on the fucking menu. Capiche? You don't have to worry about the twats. I throw them out. Okay? But you know what I'm talking about. It's just the ones who kind of like, what they do is they think that Radiohead is this big totem pole. So they start competing with each other on who knows more. And they start giving very specific instructions. Yeah, this song is good and that song is not good. And it's like, oh, fuck off. You already know so much. You already know everything. What's the point of having a conversation with you? You know already. You already know. Okay. So let's just fucking assume that you're right. Conversation over. I don't like talking to those people. And there are Radiohead fans, I'm sorry, 1 out of 10. Hate to break it with you. 1 out of 10. That's what they are. They got their heads stuck so far up their ass with Radiohead that they can smell the hot dogs they ate yesterday. And you see that kind of fanboyism, and not just Radiohead. So I'm not insulting Radiohead fans. I'm insulting this fandom. Okay? You see that with Tool fans. You see that with Nine Inch Nails fans. You see that with Metallica fans. It's like, you really like the smell of your own farts, don't you? Because everybody's out to prove that they're the fucking expert. Well, if you're an expert, then there's nothing to teach you. There's nothing to learn anymore. You're an expert. I like talking about music. So if I like talking about music, it's what Frank Zappa said. The mind is like a parachute. It works better when it's open. These guys are fucking walking around. They jump out of planes with their Radiohead parachute. The parachute is closed. But yeah, metal elitists. You know what I'm talking about. You guys, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, and you know that I say this, well, obviously because it's going to get a rise and it's interesting and stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. You see fanboyism, and I mean, it's a testament to the band that they have such a rabid fan base. It really is. And, well, ultimately, that's kind of why it is that, I'm doing this, because I didn't listen to it by myself. A huge part of the appeal is to listen to it with Radiohead fans. You understand? You guys here, all fucking 687 of you. At one point, we were up over 700. You guys are what's making this special for me. Having the experience of listening to this for the first time, think about it, think on it. I'm hearing all this shit for the first time in my life. You guys are way into this. That's a pretty unique experience. That's an amazing experience. That's why I love art. Because I want those experiences. Really, man. So, I absolutely dig that you guys are here, and thanks so much for the experience. This is a great, great, great album. I guess at the end of the show, I'll do am I enjoying this album more than Kire? I guess I'll keep thoughts and realize I'm not saying one is better than the other. That's exactly the kind of language I don't like, or I don't subscribe to. My opinion doesn't mean shit. My opinion is the way the music makes me feel personally. So what I do when I do this kind of video is I try to let you know that I'm not a music critic. I'm not a fucking music critic. My opinion doesn't matter. All it is that I'm doing is I am providing my personal perspective. I am not saying that it is the right perspective. What it is that I'm saying is that it's my perspective. And I try to keep an open mind. And I try to engage with those who have a passion for it most. So being with other Radiohead fans is an enormous part of the appeal, despite the fact that there's the fanboys. So what I'm saying is, I dig you. Thank you so very much for doing this with me. I'm not going to forget. Skylar, 100 Gex. Can I tell you something about 100 Gex? Very curious. I don't have it. I don't know if it's on vinyl. If I wind up getting the record at some point or another, I would do 100 Gex because I'm curious. Curious. Totally curious. And I mean, those of you who have watched this kind of thing, Ontario Math, you've been watching me for 5 minutes. Am I done? Yes, I am. See you, Ontario. Kind of a bit embarrassing for Canada. So we just found that 1 out of 10 fucking douchebags. So yeah, I would do 100 Gex without any doubt. And I mean, what have I done? I've done fucking Lady Gaga. The new Lady Gaga record is my favorite record of 2020 so far. I absolutely love it. We did RTJ4 and what's his name? LP was with us. LP sanctioned that whole thing, and he was hanging out with us as we listened to RTJ4 on the first day it came out. I did Taylor Swift. I've done Elton John. So I very much like discovering new music. I very much like the experience of, okay, I'm going to listen to this for the first time. Thanks so much for adding another level to that with these shows. Humble thanks. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. So, what do we have here? Hey, have you liked the video yet? We're going to listen to the last song on side C, a song called The Numbers. I have no reference whatsoever, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, I did the Billie Eilish ones too. Whole bunch of stuff. All right. So, The Numbers. That'll be the last song on side 3.
Just like a phantom, it touches like a breeze, it shares this understanding. See the moon smiling, ready to see. Swing out at the mercy of your shimmering
Yeah, that's my favorite Radiohead song. That's my favorite Radiohead song. God damn, the strings is like, holy fuck, man, that sounds like Jean-Claude Vanier. It's like, what? Now, those of you who know how I dig, like, if those of you who know the music that I listen to, know that I'm fucking batshit crazy insane for fucking Jean-Claude Vanier. To me, that dude, he's the guy who did the orchestrations on this legendary record, Serge Gainsbourg, Histoire de Melody Nelson. And I have a Jean-Claude Vanier record with Mike Patton, and I have one of his soundtracks as well, L'Assassin des Mouches, which is basically in English translated to, you know, the assassin of flies. It's been that was fucking brilliant. Yeah. If a band's gonna make me think of, and the beginning of it kind of made me think of again, some trip hop, some Massive Attack, but the minute it fucking went into the strings and the way that was done, that's like Jean-Claude Vanier. God damn! All right, that's another level. That's another level. Now I'm curious to know who does the strings. It's Johnny Greenwood, right? Now I'm curious to know if Jean-Claude Vanier and Gainsbourg was part of the listening regimen or part of the influence in that particular segment. The end of the album, it has a bit of an Alice Coltrane vibe. Not directly, but I kind of hear that as well. So yeah, I'm totally curious if there was any, like, because I heard that and I gotta tell you, he fucking hammered it. He hammered it. It's just, because I catch that immediately. That's the stuff that I go for. I love soundtrack stuff. You know? All right. So, I guess one of the things that could be cool about this kind of a show is that now you can go look up Serge Gainsbourg, Histoire de Melody Nelson. If you liked that little string section in the song The Numbers, you want to look up this record. This is a masterpiece. And just look up the name Jean-Claude Vanier. And, ooh, believe me, Vanier, V-A-N-N-I-E-R, Vanier. I promise. Look for the album L'Enfant Assassin des Mouches. Okay? The Child Assassin of Flies. You'll see what I'm talking about. So dig up a couple of likes if you like this. We hit over 500. Look at us, 746 concurrent viewers. I think that must be some kind of new record. Yeah, you see, it's like Bati says that he's into Messiaen and Penderecki. The Penderecki I caught earlier. Messiaen, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you have to be into that stuff if you like strings that way and if you like electronic music that way. Because Messiaen, a lot of the roots of electronic music kind of started in France, started with all of that stuff. Okay? The French are fucking brilliant composers, man. Just brilliant musical minds. So, yeah. That to me was the most... That was the moment for me. That was the fucking moment. The Numbers. That was the moment. I gotta hear that again. All right. Side 4. What do we got? Present tense. Next. Already I've got people saying that it's their favorite song. I absolutely love it. Perfect. I'm not going to ask anything about it. I'm just going to let it rip. But Jean-Claude Vanier, man. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was expecting Penderecki because Penderecki is kind of anybody that wants to be tense borrows from Penderecki. So it's like those strings and it's fucking Bernard Herrmann, Penderecki. These are the guys you look for. But Jean-Claude Vanier is another thing altogether. And to be able to catch that, it's like, boom. Yeah, I'm still talking about the numbers. What do you want me to tell you? That hyped me up. That was good. So now we're going to listen to something that supposedly has bossa vibes. Okay. I dig that. I could do that. Hey, have you liked the video yet? Have you subscribed to this channel? Go subscribe to the channel. I do this every night, you know. In 4 hours, I'm going to be on again. All right. Spanish vibes, bossa vibes. Let's find out. Present tense. Yeah, bossa is Brazilian. Yes. That's fun. That was amazing, too. The next two songs have to be exceptionally bad for this not to be my favorite Radiohead record. I am having a blast. I am just having plain old fun. Perfect song to just fucking play along with a shaker. Amazing. This was fun, man. This is why I listen to music. I like feeling this way. Nah, even sad music is fun. All of it, man. I've said it before, because I get the answer. How many records do you have? I don't know. Maybe 6,500, something like that, between 6,000 and 6,500. Holy fuck, what do you do? Why do you have all those records? Well, because I've spent my entire life soundtracking every moment, every micro moment, every emotion, every thought that I possibly can, because I have this connection with music that's ridiculous. And I know that I can't live without it, and I know that a lot of people don't understand it. But it's like synesthesia. It is absolutely like synesthesia for me. I hear colors, I hear tastes, and this entire thing just opens up. And growing up, I'm a weirdo. So I don't work very well in society. I'm a fucking weirdo. Okay? And I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about feeling alienated. I didn't have to worry about... It's just, music was the safest thing. Music was a sanctuary. Music was medicine. Music was a party. Music was whatever I wanted it to be. If I was pissed off, I'd put on some fucking aggressive speed metal, and I would let that shit out. And if I needed to cry, I have the records. I have Sad Bastard records, but it's just synesthesia is very much what it is. I can't tell you. I close my eyes and I see colors when I hear sounds. It's a bit of a crazy thing, and it's taken me up to this age to really kind of realize it. I did not realize this until I turned 50. And listen, some of you guys know this already, but I took my first music lesson just a few weeks ago. My first ever fucking music lesson. I know nothing about music, and it's changed me. It's fucking changed me. 50 years old. So, all of these pieces that have been inside me my entire life are starting to come together. All of a sudden, synesthesia makes sense. And I've known what the word is, but I never thought about it, and I never fucking felt that way. And now all of a sudden, more and more, I realize that. And this energy that you have inside you, that you gotta give that shit space. And I've given it space, and it's completely changed me. So I'm telling you, man, it's not too old. Get an instrument. I promise it'll wake up a part of you that you might not even know that you had. It'll make you a better person. Art is the best. Art is fucking life. I am doing what I was supposed to do my entire life. I am happier than I've ever been. And I can absolutely tell you that being here is one of the highlights of my fucking life right now. This is one of the highlights that I've ever had. I've never enjoyed a broadcast. Definitely, this is the most fun I've ever had on a Radiohead broadcast, because I feel like we've taken a journey together. You guys have been with me since the first one. And every single episode seems to pick up more current, a larger amount of viewers. But I feel like you're with me now. And I feel like we're at the end of the fucking thing, and it's like, God damn, this has been amazing. This has been truly remarkable. I had this experience with thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. All right? The OK Computer video, Old Man Listens to OK Computer, has over 200,000 views. It's absolute fucking insanity. I don't feel alone. I've felt alone most of my life. I have felt alone most of my life. I have felt alienated most of my life, and I don't feel alone anymore. I feel like I am with my fucking people. So I'm not the only weirdo in the house. I'm not the only weirdo on the planet. Some people seem to get it all of a sudden. God damn. Yeah. What I'm telling you is this moment in time is fucking beautiful. I am happy. I am fucking radiating happiness right now. I am better than I can possibly be. And it's because you are with me. And I love you for that. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you. You're giving me one of the greatest moments of my life. I cannot possibly tell you how much this matters for me. All right? And I almost feel, I wish that it wasn't almost over. But, well, we got 2 more. Let's enjoy them, all right? If you feel this, become a patron. If you feel this, subscribe to the channel. I'm back here in 4 hours. I am back here in 4 hours. We're going to do another live show. I don't fucking stop. 167 straight days of work. Not a single day off. So, let's do this. What are we listening to now? Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Sailor, Rich Man, Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief is the name of the song. All right, let's do this. Much love, man. I feel you guys. Like, I really feel you guys. I feel like we're doing this and we're sitting on a big virtual couch together, having a drink, and it's the best. It's fucking remarkable. Vinyl Junkies rules. That's it. This community rules. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Crawling out upon
Yeah, I'm guessing that's it. Is this the next song or not? Should I be stopping it now? Alright. I mean, we're gonna... It's the outro, eh? That's not... Okay, well, if it's an outro... Okay, stop it. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's just I saw it kind of go together. Jean-Claude Vanier, man. If you like the strings on that... Jean-Claude Vanier. It's... fucking fantastic. Yeah, this is my favorite Radiohead record. I mean, this is my favorite Radiohead record. That there's no doubt. I mean, I can't begin to tell you just how much fun I'm having. We got over 800 concurrent viewers. That's awesome. Unfortunately, the band will likely... whoever the copyright holders will likely block this. Okay? So I absolutely appreciate all of you watching live, and it's just, I'm so very happy that I got to share this moment with you. But just know that when you can't find it afterwards, it's not my fault. That's the copyright laws, that's what they are. Okay? If it does go down, which is 99.9% certain, what it is that I'm going to do is I'm going to re-upload this exact video, but I'm going to mute the music, okay? So all of you that are watching either as a replay or you're watching it, in repeat, you're able to just queue up your Spotify and listen to the album and just kind of queue it up and go forward, okay? That's not me. The ironic part about it is that if they didn't block it, all copyright revenue would belong to the band. And it should be that way. It's their music. I'm talking about fair use here. Okay? I am selling, in our store, vinyljunkies.store, we are selling Radiohead records on the regular based on the videos that we've made from months ago. So this puts money in people's pockets. This is considered piracy. But it is, I mean, I would certainly argue that it's fair use. I mean, the records are being sold. People are listening to it. Obviously, there's a great taste for it. So, I am going to do the best that I can, but I work with what I have. So that's what makes this shit pirate radio. If I gotta scrub out the songs, I'll scrub out the songs. If I scrub out the songs, you want to know what the most ironic part is? The most ironic part is that because there is no music on the video, all advertising revenue goes to me. YouTube pays me the ad revenue instead of paying it to Radiohead. If we leave the music there, all ad revenue goes to Radiohead. But they block it. So that's kind of the state of affairs right now in music, and there's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is fight the good fight and keep doing pirate radio. Because does this feel like stealing? In my perspective, what it is that I'm seeing is 800 people on a communal couch having a fucking great time on a Wednesday afternoon. That's what I see. Or Wednesday evening if you're in Europe and other places in the world. So, if anybody in the industry is listening, this is what I do with your music. Am I stealing it or am I helping you sell it? I very much enjoyed this. Why don't we play the last song, True Love Waits. Thanks so much for being here.
I'll drown my beliefs
Wow. Look, it's my favorite Radiohead record. I mean, there's not a song I disliked on it. I liked everything, all of it. Listening to those little piano bits just in the background, the tinkling, it had a certain serialism to it that kind of reminded me a bit of Steve Reich in some ways. Obviously not quite as intense. I mean, it was very subtle, but it had kind of it kind of gave me right away a feeling of Steve Reich. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And again, if that's Johnny Greenwood, god damn, I wonder what that dude listens to. 'Cause I relate. Yeah, if that's Johnny's work, then I relate. I absolutely relate there. Yeah, you see, when you're talking about Tim Hecker, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is precisely, it's wonderful. There's another one coming to mind, but it's not coming to mind right now. All right. It's over. It's over. We did it. We did all 9. There's a sadness to it. I mean, this was just fantastic. This entire journey has been really amazing. 800 plus people watching at the same time, hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world. I mean, I'm never going to forget this, Radiohead fans. I'm never going to forget this. I am with you. There was one moment when I was listening to that song where I just put my head down and I closed my eyes and just felt this communion. Felt this fucking communion between all of us. It's like it felt like a shared energy, and it was absolutely powerful. It was absolutely beautiful, and I'm never going to forget this. Like, I'm never, ever, ever going to forget this. And I don't do this for Radiohead likes. I do this because I don't have a choice. This is what I know how to do. I was made for this. This is what I know how to do. So, playing music along with you guys is an absolute honor. And times have been very difficult, so I'd like to basically tell you guys that this channel is here for you. Okay? Like, seriously, this channel is here for you. It's hard on all of us. Okay? I would like to think that Vinyl Junkies is a sanctuary for you. It's a place where you can hang out every single day. On every day. Every fucking day. In 3.5 hours, I'm back on. That's the regular show. So if you guys need a place or you need a voice to keep you company or you need a community to be able to hang out with and just vibe, then you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome to join us, and we are with you and we go through this together. All right? Thanks so much. This means everything to me. I love you. Thank you so very much. See you soon.